Hey everybody, I'm back. Jason, the AVP Wargamer, where we mostly talk about Aliens versus Predator. Mostly. And today we're going to talk about the Xeno Dragon by Dungeons and Lasers. And if you want more on flying queen aliens, I'm going to show off a couple more of the models that I've done, as well as showing off our print of the day, the Xeno Alien Queen from Papsicles. Alright, so AVP Wargamers, we're going to talk about the Flying Queen Alien, which is a concept that originally started with James Cameron and the movie Aliens. In fact, James Cameron wanted the Queen Alien to have wings and fly after the dropship, like that. And anyways, that actually never happened because, of course, studio budgets and all. He was already pushing the envelope, and add a couple wings on a Alien Queen plus shoot a sequence with the Queen Alien flying was going to be very expensive and could have looked pretty cheesy using the abilities that they had back in the day. So they decided to just cut the wings all together. However, when it comes to aliens, people like to throw wings on them, and so do I. So we're going to talk about a couple of the ideas that first came out. I actually did this conversion back in, I don't know, about 8 years ago, or 7 years ago. I forget how long ago that was. But I built this, and those are just dragon wings that I added to the Queen Alien model from Protos Games. And Protos Games really liked my idea and talked about possibly adding a flying queen to the game Aliens vs. Predator. But after the franchise took away the license from Protos Games, or they just didn't renew it, or whatever reasons, they abandoned that idea. However, they did come back, and through their other company, Dungeons and Lasers, came out with the Xeno Dragon. Now, this is a plastic model. You can still get it today. It's not an official AVP product. It's just a alien-inspired dragon for Dungeons and Lasers, which is also associated with Archon Games. Here's the model in the box. So the Xeno Dragon, you can still pick this up off their website. I think it runs about $30 to $40 US, which isn't too bad considering prices nowadays. And to kind of show you what it looks like on the sprue, it's made out of this hard plastic, and you can see that it's got lots of detail. It's a very easy to paint model. I think it's pretty cool. Even has these the base with the eggy weggies on it. And I just kind of increased my base size a little bit by gluing it to a larger base. So that's my Xeno Dragon. Now, before I got this model, I was actually trying to work on my own kind of flying alien that was going to be larger. So I actually took the King Alien model. Here's the Protos Games King. And I had an extra one of these, so I was playing around with my bits box, and I added some Tyrannid wings. So this is the Protos King Alien with Tyrannid Hive Tyrant wings. And I still haven't finished this model, but then Xeno Dragon came out, so I kind of put this in my box to work on later. And at the same time, I was also backing not Protos Games, I was backing Papsicles and their 3D models, and they released this giant flying queen alien. Now, this alien queen had 3 different head options. I really liked that design for the head. And you can print this in any size you want. It actually had the file saved as 2 sizes. It had a jumbo size, which is this. So this is just the default size for their jumbo epic scale alien queen. And they also had a smaller version, which is about half that size, that you could print on a smaller printer. And you can see I put some green stuff in here to kind of blend it together on the joints, because they did have really weak joints on this. Now I just have to find a way to mount it on a large base. I didn't really like the base that it came with. I thought the eggs were too small, so I'm going to kind of make my own base for that one. So that's the Flying Queen. Now, of course, the idea of flying queens is not a new idea. The Aliens vs. Predator franchise, in fact, had a bunch of flying queen aliens in some of the other merchandise. There was the card game was Legendary Encounters had an expansion with the flying queen. And I don't have the expansion yet. I'm very interested in getting it though. But yeah, they did add a Flying Queen there. And of course, there's the Kenner action figure of the Flying Queen as well. And a very strange design, but they really liked putting wings on aliens, obviously. And then of course, there's the Flying Queen that really premiered in the Aliens Armageddon arcade game. And that queen was a pretty large design. So I thought it was pretty cool. Here's some other miniatures that I've been working on. This is just a regular alien warrior from Protos Games, and I put some wings on it from a Tyrannid gargoyle. So if you like miniatures, you like conversions, there's a ton of options out there for flying Xenos. And so I'm going to try to find the link for the Xeno Dragon. If you want to buy one of these, I'm going to put the link in the description below. And then I'm also going to put links to Papsicles on my mini factory and show you where you can get that Flying Queen to print. And there's a few other Flying Queens out there too in STL files that other artists have put together. And again, this video is not sponsored in any way. These are all just stuff that I've been finding on the internet over the years, and it's just some of the stuff that I've been able to print. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my flying Xeno and Xeno Dragon kind of video here today. I hope you enjoyed that and it inspires you to print and paint some of your own flying Xenos.